good, Ninja? OJ over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another video. Today, we have some awesome information for you guys, but before we get into that, go ahead and hit that like button, trying to reach 500 likes for this video. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right in. And we are starting off with an article from The Verge, where they're stating that the Nintendo Switch hacking scene is in chaos right now. And I find this interesting because there's always different exploits and things that hackers do to try to hack in or be able to have homebrew and all this stuff. But it does seem like Nintendo's own countermeasures are actually causing a bit of problems for hackers, because we got the information the other day that Nintendo, or there were people that were purchasing an expensive tool to upload pornography on like Mario Odyssey when it comes to their user icons on the balloon games and stuff like that, and that was obviously an issue for Nintendo. But now it seems like Nintendo has been doing some tricky things to kind of stop some of this stuff, so let's go ahead and get into what's going on here. So for the past few months, fans have been clamoring about an unpatchable hardware exploit that allows people to jailbreak the Nintendo Switch. The excitement around being able to do nearly anything on the console is less than theoretical now. People are now messing with online games, getting banned by Nintendo, and even locking each other's consoles over privacy. As hackers push what the Switch is capable of, they're running into some safety measures Nintendo has in place to stop further tampering. According to established Nintendo hacker, I can't even say his name, Cyrus M or something like that, not sure, you guys check out the link in the description below. The Nintendo Switch Online Network can pinpoint specific hardware, thereby allowing it to make console bans permanent. But the biggest change from Nintendo's previous consoles is that the Nintendo Switch game cartridges are signed with certificates at a factory, and these are used to verify if a game is legit. Similarly, digital games also contain data that tie them to specific consoles and Nintendo accounts. This means that pirated copies of Switch games should be easily identified by Nintendo, as the network can pinpoint a discrepancy between the software and your hardware. While Nintendo has built a system that allows to identify pirated software, players who are getting their consoles banned aren't necessarily pirates. They are often just modders. On the hacking hubs like GBA Temp, fans are rallying to identify common denominators between different banned Switch users. There are no clear consensus over then. Apparently Nintendo has gotten a bit better about identifying some forms of console modification. Meanwhile, the people who make some console modifications possible are sparking controversy of their own. The developers of the SX Pro, a purchasable dongle that can be plugged into the Nintendo Switch to jailbreak the console, also sells firmware called SXOX, which can be used from homebrew. While the firmware is not explicitly made for the purpose of piracy, it can be used that way. Ironically, the firmware that opens the door for piracy has people trying to crack it too, but it seems that team executors anticipated this, according to users like vulnerability research Mike Henskin. The firmware has code that bricks consoles that tamper with the program, thereby preventing piracy of software that can be used for piracy. When contacted by The Verge, the team behind the SX Pro disputed the specifics of the accusation, but admitted that their software has anti-tampering measures. Now, there's more information, of course, links in the description below, but I find this interesting in terms of all this stuff that's going on. Nintendo also has a thing, they have like a HackerOne program or something like that, where they actually pay really talented hackers to find exploits in their consoles, and hopefully they can reinforce the countermeasures. So Nintendo is doing quite a bit of things differently, and all this hacking stuff confuses me. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I thought I'd update you guys kind of what's going on, just because there are things that are kind of just happening fluidly, whether it's software that has anti-piracy built in, or it's Nintendo putting their countermeasures as well. Seems like Nintendo's going to keep on fighting this fight against hackers and against piracy. So what do you guys think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, now moving on to the next topic here. Yokai Watch Blaster, Red Cat Corpse, and White Dog Squad is coming to the West on September 7th for the Nintendo 3DS. The 2015 launched action spin-off is finally coming to the West, and you guys already know how I feel about this when it comes to Level 5 and them taking so long. 3 years later. 3 years later, we get a game that launched in 2015 in Japan. This is absolutely unacceptable. I cannot support this. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the information here, guys. This game is coming September 7th. Like I said, Nintendo of America and Europe announced recently. So here's an overview of the game. Join Jibanyan and his blaster team in an action-packed battles to stop masterminds behind the series of the yokai shenanigans. Take down enemy yokai and big bosses using skills and ultimate moves with up to 3 other friends. As you tackle missions, befriend new yokai to amplify your team's awesomeness. Train with Sergeant Burley to become the strongest blaster team there is. As you complete missions, gather Oni orbs and items to level up or forge equipment to power up your team. Some missions, bosses, and yokai are exclusive to each version. Trade yokai between versions to collect them all. You can befriend all friend yokai from all the versions of Yokai Watch 2 game, boss yokai, plus all new yokai as well. So here are some of the key features. Team up for action-packed local and online multiplayer for up to 4 players. Strategize with different battle roles, attacker, healer, ranger, and tank yokai. Embark on a journey with more than 400 new and returning yokai to discover and befriend. Complete missions for items and Oni orbs to forge equipment and level up. Experience different yokai, missions, and bosses depending on the version you play. Get 1 of 3 special yokai by linking data with the versions of Yokai Watch 2 games, so there's all sorts of stuff there. And you can unlock 2 new Oni Crank Akai and Lucky Crank Akai for even more chances to get hard to find yokai or items. QR code patterns and passwords will offer you in-game coins that you can use for Crank Akai. So what is that? That's the gacha, type of gacha mechanics. But anyway, guys, whew boy, you guys already know. I cannot stand when Level 5 does this and Nintendo does this. Like, they take so long. The localization, 2015 for a 3DS game. I mean, this game should have came out at max, tops, like a year later. Like 2016. Maybe even 2017. But 2018, I mean, to the point to where I just don't care. It's hard for me to sit here and say, oh yeah, this is amazing. But I mean, I guess it's cool for 3DS owners out there. But goodness gracious, like 2015 launch game, finally coming out in 2018. Like I said, I can't support this. I gotta have faster localizations than this. I know Yokai Watch is not the most popular. I get it, I understand. But this is absolutely ridiculous. But hey, for those who do like Yokai Watch, and if you do want something kind of different, you want to battle Red Cat Corps and White Dog Squads, here you go. This game's finally coming over. Nintendo looks like it's going to be handling the localization for this. So there you go. What do you guys think about this when it comes to Yokai Watch Blasters? Let me know your thoughts and if you're going to be picking this one up. Comment section below. Alright, and moving into the final topic here, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee partner Pokemon accessories gameplay. So we have finally got a little bit more information about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and this is kind of stuff that we maybe already knew, but it's just kind of had a little bit of a focus on it when it comes to this new gameplay snippet. About 20 seconds of customization. So the official Japanese Twitter account for Pokemon information has shared some new footage and screenshots of partner Pokemon accessories in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. The players will be able to attach accessories such as ribbons, flowers to the ears, chest, back, and tail of partner Pokemon, Pikachu or Eevee. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee are due out for the Nintendo Switch worldwide on November 16th. There also is 2 separate versions, guys. You can have the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, but they'll come separate. So outside of that, you can just buy the game, or you can buy a bundle with the Pokeball Plus, which lets you play the whole game with just a Pokeball and use motion controls as well, which I did pre-order that package from Best Buy Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and I'm pretty sure I'll get Pokemon Let's Go Eevee too. I just need to see a little bit more of the differences between the 2 versions of the game outside of the partner Pokemon, but I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to customizing my Pokemon in any way that I want. I'm not sure if I'm going to use a bunch of these cute ribbons like they have here, although Pikachu does look adorable. I think I'm going to go with something else. So hopefully they have a lot of cool customization options and I can customize my Pokemon any way that I see fit. But I think this game, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, is going to do really good worldwide. People have been waiting for a Pokemon game on the Nintendo Switch, and it might not be the Pokemon game that everyone was waiting for, but I do think that this could have the biggest appeal to draw new people, new fans into the Pokemon franchise, therefore boosting the sales of next year's Pokemon game, the hardcore RPG, one that you would expect from Nintendo and from the Pokemon Company on the Nintendo Switch. The thing is this, guys, if this game, like I've said before, can draw in even 5% of the Pokemon Go fan base, I think it's going to be a success, because you know that there's already going to be millions of gamers who already have a Nintendo Switch that like Pokemon that are going to buy this game like ourselves. Then if they can get that expanded audience to get into this one and buy a Nintendo Switch, it will be a rousing success. And I think that they're going to have definitely some people come over. We need to wait and see in terms of the full scope of how many people are going to be coming over. But one thing that I did notice is that Pokemon games, those actually got a boost in sales from Pokemon Go players on the Nintendo 3DS. Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon X and Y, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, all of those saw a boost in sales after Pokemon Go came out. So I do feel that there is a Pokemon Go fan base out there that is tracking the mainline Pokemon games and waiting for their opportunity to play some of the other ones as well. So it's definitely possible that more Pokemon Go fans kind of jump in with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee on the Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about all the different topics that we discussed here, from Pokemon to Yokai Watch Blasters finally coming over to the West, and of course the hacking scene and a little bit of chaos right now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace!